I mean, South Africa, we're free, but like half the population is poor, dead poor. And I mean, they're free from oppression. But being free from oppression, my friend, is not freedom. Freedom is being able to enjoy life. And to enjoy life, you need money, peace, security, recreation, entertainment, education, and comfort. You know? And until African leaders can get into that kind of thought, we'll always be in the miserable condition we are in, and most of our leaders will always be for sale. But it's usually a great deal of the population within the elite, you know, who they get corrupted, you know, and they get consumed by overseas partners. And they think going to London or Paris or Brussels, you know, New York is a big thing.
Freedom from oppression is not real freedom. South Africa is not free. Not yet Uhuru. The reality on the ground bears testimony to this, that a mere freedom from being oppressed cannot constitute real freedom. There are certain conditions that need to be in place before you can declare that the country or a people are free. So let us correct something important right now. We have been told that we are free. That's what we've been told, and that we are expected to believe. We've been taught that 1994 gave us freedom. But did 1994 really give us freedom? As we speak right now, it is April 2026. So on the 27th of April, we'll be marking 32 years of so-called freedom, or is it democracy? So we've been told that we are free. We've been taught that 1994 gave us freedom. We celebrate it every year, and this year we'll be celebrating it for the 32nd time. But today, I want to challenge that idea. Because the truth is this: freedom from oppression is not the same as freedom. Let me say that again clearly. Freedom from oppression is not real freedom. Just because chains are removed does not mean you are free. And when you look at South Africa today, you will see that clearly. Now, understanding the difference, let us break this down. What does freedom from oppression mean? It means, one, the removal of direct control. Two, it means the end of visible injustice. Visible. Three, it means the ability to exist without being openly suppressed. But is that enough? Is that enough to constitute freedom? No, it is not. It cannot be enough. Because real freedom is not just about what has been removed. It is about what has been built. Real freedom means economic empowerment. It means economic power. Real freedom means access to opportunities. Real freedom means ownership of the resources of the country. Real freedom means a life of dignity. So the question is, have we replaced oppression with freedom? Can we say that with confidence? Or have we just placed another system, or rather have we just replaced another system with another? Because what we see is that colonialism has taken a different shape of what we call neo-colonialism, right? South Africa's freedom reality. And we were told that apartheid ended. Did apartheid really end? And yes, legally it did. But look at the reality. Unemployment is extremely high. Youth have no access to jobs. Townships remain underdeveloped. Wealth inequality is still massive, right? So I ask you, if oppression has ended, why does suffering continue? Because here is the truth. Ending oppression does not automatically create freedom. It only creates a gap. And if that gap is not filled with real transformation, it becomes a new form of control. Economic freedom is the real freedom. Let us talk about the part nobody wants to talk about. Money, ownership, and power. Because this is where real freedom lives. You cannot be free if you do not own land, you do not control industries, you depend on others to survive. That cannot be called freedom. That is not freedom. That is economic dependence. And economic dependence is just a softer form of oppression. Today in South Africa, a small group still controls the economy. Most people are struggling to survive. The system keeps people working but not progressing. And then we are told, you are free. How? How can you be free when you cannot build wealth? The dangerous lie. The biggest problem is not just the system. It is the belief. We have been taught to believe that voting equals freedom. Representation equals power. Symbolic change equals real change. But symbols do not feed families. Representation does not guarantee ownership. And voting alone does not change economic reality. This is the lie, that removing oppression is enough. But let me tell you something powerful. If your life does not improve, you are not free. And right now, too many people are surviving instead of living. That's our reality. What real freedom looks like. So what is real freedom? Real freedom is when you can provide for yourself and your family. You have access to land and resources. You can build wealth. You are not trapped in survival mode. Freedom must be economic, social, psychological, and political. If even one of these is missing, then freedom is incomplete. And incomplete freedom is still a form of control. So let us say it clearly. One last time. Freedom from oppression is not real freedom. Freedom is not just about removing chains. It is about building power. It is about ownership. It is about dignity. And until we have that, we must stop celebrating too early. South Africa is not free. Not yet. But the real question is, are we ready? Are we really ready to demand real freedom? If this message speaks to you, like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, share this message, and most importantly, subscribe to IZWI LABANSUNDU and join to become a member, where we don't just talk, we expose the truth. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Tebos Kosana. The name of the platform is IZWI LABANSUNDU, the voice for Africans. Kamakuma Africa.